All right. Who are you and what did you do?
My name is John. I got first place today at an OTS Championship. It was 8 total rounds, 5 of Swiss, 3 of Top Cut.
Okay. How many players did we have today?
I think it was close to 40 to 50.
All right. And what deck did you use?
I was playing K9 Vanquish Soul.
Okay. Let's go over to the deck.
So the lineup for this deck's pretty standard. So obviously 3 Halasu, 3 Rosin, 3 Madlo. These are some of the best ones to just open and have in hand. Halasu is really good for going second, because you can play on your opponent's turn as long as you have another Vanquish Soul. Rosin's your best starter. Madlo is also really strong. If you have certain other cards in your hand to play around things like impermanent stuff. If you have one of the big guys, you could always just tag it out, and then you have the draw. Like with Border, this just gets you a draw, so you could normal activate to get the field spell, chain the Border, bounce it back. That way, if they draw you, you could draw off the Border. I also did play 3 of the Jiaolong. I played 2 Border and then 1 Caesar. I know some people are trying to cut down on Border, or some people are playing more. I think 2 was just the right number for me. I saw it when I needed it, and I would always just have access to it. Caesar is also really good, just to be able to play. If I get this on my opponent's first turn, if I manage to set this up with all the attributes, it's really hard for them to just play when I could just break the board really quick. So that's it for the Vanquish Soul main deck.
Next up is your K9 lineup, right?
Yeah, so the supplemental engine that I played was a K9. They just came out. I'm playing 3 Azuna, 3 Jokul, 1 Lupus, and the 1 Lantern. Honestly, I don't even think Lupus and Azuna are the best cards in this archetype. I think Jokul is the strongest one. Because seeing Jokul and either Halasu or the Jiaolong just make it really easy to play on my turn. And I get to extend and make boards that are pretty crazy, especially if my opponent just doesn't have interaction. I don't think that they could beat the board that I could make if I have full combo without any interruptions.
Okay.
So for my non-engine monsters, I played 1 Vados, I played 3 Ash and 3 Koalos. These were the only non-engine monsters that I played. Ash Blossom's just really strong in a rogue and just other random things, especially to hit the Charmies if you need to. It's also just a fire for a good attribute. Koalos is just mandatory to be playing. It's just a max C. People will, if they play into it, you're gonna get your draws and you're gonna get your turn 0 plays if you're going second. And if they don't play into it, you can break almost any half board that any deck can make with this deck, thanks to the K9 cards and the Vanquish cards. I chose to play Vidos as a 1-of. I was expecting a lot of Yummy, Mitsurizio, and Vanquish Soul. And this card just outs the field spells, which a lot of those decks, the problems are the field spell. The Yummy field spell is just really strong. It gets some recursion, it gets them the monster back to keep playing. Rizio Cross is just broken. It's just going to be a free negate, so I could always just get rid of it with the Vidos before they could even activate it. So it makes it really easy for me to play on their turn. And then into the mirror match, stopping the field spell to get trapped is just really strong, because the trap is really good. So it's one of the biggest problems in the mirror. And as long as I'm playing well into the K9 cards, this card was really good. And if they play into it, I could always Rosin pop it and blow up the board.
Okay. Are you playing Peruli or Droll at all?
I'm not main decking Droll. I'm playing that in the side. I didn't feel the need to be playing it. Perulia, I'm not playing at all. Perulia, one of the decks that it really hurts is the mirror match. But in the mirror match, I personally just don't even play the Charmies. When I'm siding for the mirror match, I take out the Fualos. I prefer to have a better attribute and play something that is going to force my opponent to play a certain way, or just stop them from playing completely. If I'm going to use a hand interaction and make the K9 cards live, I would prefer to just make sure that it's going to be something impactful as opposed to just drawing a card.
Got it. And so you didn't miss the Perulia today?
I didn't feel like I needed it at all.
Sounds good. And that's it for the main deck, right?
So the spells that I'm playing, there's 3 Stake Your Soul. This just gets you to any of your Vanquish cards. There's the 1 Rhoda to search the rosin. There's Talents. Talents is just really good going first. I usually side this card out going second. I don't really see a need to play this going second. I'd rather play better cards that will interact more than letting my opponent play and activating this on my turn isn't as good as activating stuff that's not going to have them, that's going to stop them from playing. I'm playing the 1 Pot of Prosperity, just consistency card. The 1 Case of K9 and the 1 X-Force Release. Case of K9 just gets me to whichever K9 card I don't have. It could also just help me if they already hand trap me and I had this, I could just start playing using the Izuna and the Lupus. The X-Force Release is really good because it ranks up the Ripper into the Werewolf, and it's the non-target pop. And then the 1 Field Spell and the Snow Devil is just standard for this deck.
Alright.
Okay, so for the extra deck, I'm playing 1 SP, 2 rocks for my Link monsters. There was a lot of times where I did end on SP on my first turn. If my opponent didn't interact, I just set this up along with my rock and my trap. That way if they try to interact, I just have SP as well. An extra layer of interruption. Rock, I probably go into the most. It just recurs your whole engine. It gets you lots of just advantage that your opponent can't really play around. I'm playing the 1 Werewolf and the 1 Ripper. Ripper's really good to bring out before your 5th summon. It makes sure that if they're trying to nib you, they have no way of nibbing you anymore. And then this just gets you up to, it gets you to rank up to the Werewolf. And Werewolf on the opponent's turn is going to look at their hand and banish a card until the end phase. So now you have advantage, and they're out of probably their best card to play. So this is just a really strong extra deck tool. The 1 Paradise Smasher. Resolving this card it's pretty much an instant win if you have 3 materials on it when you summon it. Your opponent, if they have no way of interacting, you're just gonna summon this, activate it, and they can't activate monsters or attack. And the way that your board is set up, you end on a board that even if they tried to do anything, since they can't activate monster effects, you break the board. That whatever they try to set up, you break and you kill them on the next turn. I play the 1 Imperial Princess Kunkree. This card just gets me a body from the grave. It could be used to make Paradise Smasher when you're locked into not using for lights. You just get rid of it, get rid of a card, summon back, and then have 3. This also came up when I needed a second name for my field spell, and I got the second Vanquish Soul name using this, and then I just proceeded to establish my full board. I'm playing the Nash Knight package, so it's the Chaos Nash Knight, the regular Nash Knight, the Masquerade, and then the Umbral Horror. Making this on turn 0 is really good. Just being able to take one of their monsters and then not being able to use it is really strong. And then if it goes to my turn, I get to make the rank up to the Umbral Horror. And this is just a spell trap pop, and it's going to be a monster negate, burn for half, rip a card. Just really strong. Setting this up turn 1 is also just really good. It makes it really hard for the opponent to play. I also played for other XCs. I played Valon. This card you can play. You can make also on turn 0 with your K9 cards. Against certain matchups, the Book of Moons is really good. If this card goes to grave, it pops the card that's set. So this is just a really strong utility card. I play the 1 Rocks. That way I can make an easy Zeus with my Vanquish Soul cards. And then also playing the 1 Typhon. The really cool thing about Typhon and the K9 cards is that with Lupus, on your opponent's turn, you could just make a Typhon if they summon twice from the extra deck, which it's really hard for a deck like Mitsurugi and Raizio to play around because now they can't activate Detonator or Murakumo, and you on your turn, none of your guys are really over 3k other than Caesar, so you just get to fully play without them being able to use their 2 best monsters. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, for this event, we were expecting Yummy, we were expecting Mitsurugi, Malice, and the mirror match. So we played 3 Droll and Lock. This is for the Raizio matchup, also could be used in the mirror match. I did use this a lot in the mirror match. I chose to side out my Moltramies, my Fualos, and play Droll and Phantasme, which is the other card that I have here, in the mirror match because Fualos plays into the K9 cards, and I'm just drawing cards. As opposed to these cards, the Droll will make it so that they can't search anymore. So I felt like that had more impact than just keep drawing cards. And then the Phantasme, it does what the Mulcharmy does, where it draws me cards, but this way I can manipulate what I get. It's also the Dark attribute, which sometimes you do need. So that's why I chose to play these and side out the Fualos. I'm also siding, I was siding 3 Pankratops for the Yummy matchup. I didn't see any Yummy, but just summoning this to interact and force them to use cards to threaten getting rid of the Herald is just really strong. That was the theory behind it.
And it's an Earth.
And it's an Earth too, yeah, it is another attribute. Obviously, we're playing 3 Lancia. We really felt like we had to respect Malice. Malice, if it goes first, is just a really strong deck, and this is the only card that really makes him play a lot more awkwardly. So we felt that we had to play this card. And then 3 one-ofs that I was playing, there can be only one Feather Duster and Shifter. In the matchups where I didn't need to use the Vitos, I would side in the Shifter, like in the Draco Tail, I would side Shifter instead of the Vitos, because Draco Tail can't play very well into Shifter. The Duster is, I played, for almost every matchup that I played this card. In the mirror, it forces out the trap, and it gets rid of the field spell. Also against Raizio Mitsu, it gets rid of the cost, and if they have prayers set, it forces out the prayers. And then there can be only one into decks that have that are just monotype, like Malice, Yummy. It's really strong. I use this in my when I played against Raizio Mitsu. They tried to ritual when they already had a Habakiri on board. I just flipped this and they couldn't summon the Murakumo, and it just my board is just too good for them to out. So that's what I chose to play for my side.
For sure. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, I want to shout out my 2 local shops, CleosTcg and Collectible Exchange. Honestly, that's where I play the most, and without these shops, I probably wouldn't be playing as much as I do. I really enjoy the community there, so shout outs to both of them.